Alright, so I think it's starting. Okay, we're live. Okay, Sir Robert, nice to see you again. Uh, I'm glad that you agreed to be here, and you know, I still recall the first time I met you back in 2016. I was asking for your help because during that year, the senior high school program was first implemented in the country, and I was assigned to teach art. So I usually teach politics, but because of the like it's part of the labor law that or like a priority for the management of the school to hire to make use of their current teachers. So they assigned me, art classes, and I really felt bad about it, honestly, because I'm not an artist, but they were very good students who were, very good artists. That's why during that semester, I think I went around asking for artists. I first met, I think, Sir Raul Rodriguez. He was part of the like a cartoonist. Then I met like artworks, the T-shirt printing, and then I met you. So it was really you were very nice. And then I found out that you're also helping ATD, Fourth World Philippines. Yeah. Okay. And then the last time by the way, for those who are not aware, that organization is trying to help or teach kids in Manila North Cemetery how to read and write. And so Sir Robert has been part of that. And then I last saw you during the Historicon. You were doing some art there. So during the last Historicon, I think if not last year, 2 years ago. Okay, so Sir Robert, how are you?
Surviving like everybody else.
So
It's
yeah,
crazy. How about you? How are you? Kamusta?
well, I'm right now an irregular law student. Sorry, I'm an irregular second year law student. So I just took a few units during the semester, and I don't have classes during Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's why I can do this. And actually, I'm
And are classes online now?
yeah, classes are online. Yeah, so we do recitations
And how's
there.
that?
Well, actually, for
Kamusta?
for me, it's convenient because I don't have to travel a lot. Actually, I have my own actually mental and physical issues as well. So yeah, last year my aunt, a psychologist, said I had anxiety, and it kind of makes my week. So actually, so this since Friday I haven't studied for for our class tomorrow because I'm waiting for my nerves to loosen because there I feel some hardness of nerves in my hands, my head, and that's why reading posts from people like you, the positivity, the art, kind of gives me some inspiration and at the same time motivation, and like some positive mindset. So
What
yeah,
triggers the anxiety, if I may ask?
this started in 2015. Uh, actually, it's kind of cheesy. It was because of a broken heart. Usual things that people of my generation experience. So it was about So
That
and
will do
then
it.
yeah, and then but eventually because I've been doing a lot of activities. So aside from teaching, I was involved in advocacy work. I've been I've been doing personal interviews, attending hearings. So and I think I just needed to rest. I just needed to rest. So I'm not yet I'm not used to this like slowing down, but I think we have to. Yeah. So Sir Robert, have you still been doing some like new designs for PAPEMELROTI?
All the time.
Oh really?
Almost 24 hours.
Wow!
Oh, yes.
Wow, wow, wow. So
So many Pasko darating na there's a lot of new products that are in the works for Christmas.
oh really? But I read, from the article, I think it's from ANC that before I know you're a workaholic, but you said there you've been slowing down, but did you slow down all the time, or you still feel the drive to make art?
Uh, Slowing down is relative.
Okay.
Uh, I think my slowing down is very fast for most people, frankly.
Okay. Yeah, but
Ang dami kong ginagawa.
wow.
Pero I'm consciously, um, yung talagang kapag napapagod ako, talagang, titigil ako, manonood ako ng TV. Pero manonood ako ng TV, biglang kukunin ko yung iPad ko, may ginagawa na naman ako. Kasi I really enjoy kasi drawing, ganyan. So it's natural talaga for me to draw and create things. It gives me so much joy talaga.
When did you discover that you really like to draw?
Oh, even before I was studying, bata pa ako, nagdo-drawing na ako sa walls ng apartment namin.
Wow.
Maski furniture, meron akong, I would scratch the
Wow.
furniture. Yeah.
Oh,
And
what did
then
your
in
parents say?
school, yes,
What did your parents say? When you
buti
do
na
that?
lang para honestly, magulo yung apartment, parang hindi nila nakikita.
Okay. And in school?
Pati yung notebook ko sa school, punong-puno ng drawing, not a good example.
Okay. How about those birds behind you? Or did you also draw those?
Hindi ko gawa yan.
Okay.
Hindi.
Okay.
Yung
Okay. Yeah.
tapestry.
And did you like enroll in art classes, or you develop these skill naturally?
Honestly, naturally, pero kapag art class, talagang I remember I would be in heaven.
Okay.
Yung talagang sobrang enjoy ako pag art class. Siyempre ako yung pinakamagaling sa art class, ganun. Kasi sobrang enjoy talaga ako. I remember my art class all the way from grade 1. I
Wow.
would I would be like in heaven.
And what kinds of design do you usually like to do?
Anything and everything. I remember when I was in parang grade 1 yata. Uh, Parang I was very good. So the teacher, parang sinama ako sa mga mas matatanda. Tapos
Mm.
gumawa kami ng malaking dragon na paper mache na parang sinabit sa library. Talagang sobra akong happy. So maski nung grade school, paper mache, drawing, I remember grade 1, parang ano yun, metal tooling, yung may nail, tapos may
Yeah.
hammer, tapos gagawa ka ng drawing. Yung I would always be in the zone making things. It's crazy.
Wow. Wow. I wish I have that talent. You know. But really, I appreciate your designs. I remember back in 2016, I bought uh, a card for myself. I had your autograph, and I also bought one for my crush back then. Also wrote something for her. So
Yay! Salamat!
yeah, but we're just friends. That lady and I, we're just friends now. But it's okay, it's okay, and it's not the anxiety I had, the stress I had was came even before her. So there was someone else. Okay. All right. And actually, you said something to me before about because during that time my concern was uh, do Filipinos really buy Filipino art? So you said during that time the sales
Okay.
were okay.
What did I say?
The sales, you said the sales were okay.
Ano, no?
The sales were
Ano?
okay. Sales. People really buy, like
Yes, yes.
Filipinos buy.
Pap-
Yeah. In papel through papel
did,
melody.
did I mean PAPEMELROTI kaya?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I was
But
asking about PAPEMELROTI. So, but I'm not
mm-mm.
sure if,
well,
yeah, I mean, do you have other places where
well,
you,
we're more than 50 years na, so obviously buhay kami.
yeah, and how about now during the pandemic? How are the sales over there? I mean, is it doing good? Because I heard there are other, yeah.
Honestly, uh, honestly, we were expecting it to be very, very bad because obviously we are non-essential, di ba?
Yeah.
We have around 20 plus stores, but surprisingly, it's not as bad as we thought. We're actually surviving. When you go to the mall, Pape Melroti is one of the few stores that are actually open. And so we're very, very grateful to patrons, to our customers that they still come. Parang they need to be inspired and encouraged. So they still come to the store.
Wow. Because I've heard other businesses. I think this person, but I'm not gonna mention the name. That they're they said for this year they're just happy if they could survive. So they're at that level. So
Oh,
they
yes.
yeah. So they're not earning that much because it's a food business actually. So they were catering to hotels, to airlines, but because right now they're not very good in retail. So right now they said they're just managing enough to keep everybody paid and just to keep the business alive. So but I'm also surprised that people are still buying art and I but by the way I haven't really checked the website again, but do you have any do you think in the future you would like digitize this art where people can just craft something there and then design and then they pay a fee, or did you have like that, or you would keep the traditional products, like you really they will be tangible products that you can buy from the store.
We already have downloadable printables. We
Wow.
have paper dolls. We have, I know, we have like finger puppets,
Wow.
party placemats. This happened during the pandemic. We've always wanted to have digital downloads. And so that's what we did. And we did that especially para so that we have money to give to our employees.
Yeah.
It wasn't, honestly, it wasn't very uh, popular kasi siguro bago pa lang sa Pilipinas, no?
Yeah.
Pero nagawa namin. It's there in our website.
Okay. Wow. And I think I'll go back to check what your designs on your website. Now, Sir Robert, I was really inspired when I read the news. I didn't know that you had cancer. I only found about it this year. I think it was an article back in February. And back in when uh we met it was 2016. I think it was around June or July. Were you diagnosed already back then?
So I was diagnosed around 5 years ago, 5 or 6 years ago. What year was that?
2016.
It seems very recent, honestly. Oh, yun. It's quite recent,
Okay.
5 years ago.
Okay, and you were just you were smiling back then. You've been smiling always, and I didn't. You said in the article that before you had you hated yourself, but right now after you became diagnosed, you became better. So how did how did cancer bring like more positivity in you?
Sige, I will try to explain it
Okay.
in a very uh, short. So, bago ako nagka-cancer 5 years ago, I was depressed, even suicidal. I would always think about suicide. I hated myself so much. I looked at myself as garbage. it's because I'm gay, tapos sinabihan ako na I'm going to burn in hell. Yung parang I'm damaged goods. Yun yung uh, parang paniniwala ko. So I really hated myself with a passion. I really wanted to die. Of course, nobody knew, no? I wouldn't tell anybody naman. I'm not that type of person. And then, nung nagka-cancer ako, uh, so parang when you have cancer, it's like you're being told, okay, you're going to die na. So sabi ko, okay. Uh, Parang my prayers are answered. So I don't have much time anymore. So I decided right then and there, with the little time I have left in this planet, I am going to love myself. I'm going to love every bit of myself, my being gay, my being whatever's wrong with me. I love myself. I love what's good about me. I love what's bad about me. Basta ang natitira kong oras dito sa planeta, enjoy ko na. I will live the best years of my life. I decided right then and there. And that's what's happening now. I live the best years of my life. I'm not, of course, I'm not naman happy all the time, no? But I love myself already. So that's a malaking bagay na yun. Uh, does that make sense to you? May
Well,
kahulugan ba? I mean,
we there are other people who would say the same thing, but perhaps can you share more details? How do you like convince yourself? Does it happen in an instant, or there's a process of really accepting yourself?
honestly, it happened in an instant.
Wow.
I'll
Wow.
tell you something.
Okay.
So, I remember, kasi colon cancer. So, nagising ako from colonoscopy. Mag-isa lang ako. Tapos, nung pagising ko, sinabihan na ako ng doktor, kailangan mo mag-chemotherapy. Sabi ko, okay. Tapos, since marami pa silang inaayos na mga papeles bago ko umalis ng ospital, so ang tagal-tagal ko mag-isa doon. Talagang iniisip ko yung buhay ko. So sabi ko, okay. Saan ko ilalagay yung mga libro ko? Yun lang yung inaalala ko. Yung mga libro ko, kanino ko ibibigay? Yun ang pinaka-importante. Tapos other than that, kung sandali na lang ako, mag-enjoy na ako. Mamahilin ko na yung sarili ko. So honestly, it was an instant. I really decided, parang I don't have time anymore to, to decide pa, paligoy-ligoy. So, sabi ko, baka mamatay na ako bukas, mamahalin ko na yung sarili ko.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's an instant. So, you know what? I'll tell you the truth, no? When I heard about Robin Williams, when I heard about Anthony Bourdain, uh, Kate, Kate Smith ba yun? Uh, so Robin Williams is the best example. Yung parang you
Okay.
have no idea na he's going through so much. Ganun ako. The main difference for me is I got cancer. So I had this golden opportunity to parang na-extend yung life ko and the best years of my life pa.
Wow.
Is it crazy? I mean, does that make
Well,
sense to you?
Well, it makes sense, but it's something that is desirable. So honestly,
Exactly.
yeah. This year actually, during, I think I'm used to going around, and this pandemic, our travels are very limited. And actually, honestly, I realized this year, I've been telling my friends in my family, I'm not used to being at home. I mean, I like the people at home, but the fact that I'm at home and I don't travel around that much, I don't see a lot of people that much. So that was surprisingly, it was a painful experience for me. It was only like recently when I actually I'm not yet done. I'm not yet done. So but I've been I'm better off today compared to how the year started. So but Uh, but I'm also aware that there are other people who can decide to accept themselves in an instant, or to to accept the situation that they are in. And but I guess compared in the years before, this year it's quite hard for me. That's why I really like uh, hearing stories like this, and how I wish I could also do, or be the same. Now, by the way, how did you find out? Like how did you like go to the what made you decide to have a checkup, and to check if you had cancer?
Okay, I'll be very frank, no? It might be too graphic for other people, but I think parang halos isang taon yata hindi ako makapagdumi.
Okay.
Parang dugo yung lumalabas.
Oh,
Tapos I have to go to the bathroom all the time, tapos dugo yung lumalabas. Tapos since workaholic ako, pinapabayaan ko lang. Kaso hindi ko na magawa yung mga kailangan kong gawin. Like for example, me and my friends, we go to the north, we give out mga school supplies to kids every before pasukan. Hindi ko na magawa kasi nga the ride is several hours. Hindi ko na magawa kasi nga yun, I have to go to the bathroom. So sabi ko, I need to go to the doctor because hindi ko na magawa yung gusto kong gawin. Tapos yun ang nangyari.
okay. And then you just what's amazing about the article is that you're not doing any treatment.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that
And
was quite
I must
surprising.
say that it's, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, sorry. Go.
Uh, it's my, yes.
Sure.
So that's my personal choice. Uh, I had a brother-in-law who underwent chemo and he passed away very quickly. My mother had cancer, but she didn't have chemo and she survived 7 wonderful years. And so it's just my personal choice. There are several choices available to people with cancer, so they have to make their own decision. This is just my choice. And I'm alive and I'm living the best years of my life.
Okay. Now, but the article said you had an adjustment in your diet, in the way in the food that you eat.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, 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 yes.
So
Kasi nga, yes, sorry.
yeah. So what are the like the new things that you're trying to eat, or in your routine, so that to keep you alive, healthy?
So, alam mo, w- ever since I was a kid, I was hot dog, spam, bacon, no vegetables, pork chop, forever. So now, I make it a point to eat vegetables. Um, what else? Parating may vegetables and fruits. I know I can be a lot stricter, but then matigas ulo ko. But at least I really try my best to have fruits and vegetables in my diet.
Okay. All right. And
Alive for me.
okay, okay. So and you also you can still do exercise, physical
I
exercise.
do exercise every day. I do a bit of exercise. I'm not that young anymore, and so my exercise has completely changed. Before I was a exercise freak, but since I'm a lot older, I find myself taking it a lot easier. So it's not as crazy. But every day I try to make it a point to exercise. I think it's very important. Even for people with cancer, exercise is important. Breathing, sleeping and resting, getting sunlight, relaxing, yun. Kasama yun.
Okay. And compared, back into when you were diagnosed and now, uh, do you like how physically do you feel better, weaker, or just the same?
That's an excellent question. Before I was diagnosed, yung hindi ako makadumi, tapos panay dugo nga yung lumalabas, I was very weak. I would get sick all the time. Honestly, you're the first person who asked that, which is a
Wow.
very good question. I was, I was, I always had fever. I would, kasi I would work out. I would work out and then the next day, umuubo na ako. Tapos isang buwan akong may sakit na cough, colds, fever, all the time. Like, years and years, ganun yung buhay
Mm.
ko. I'll be frank now. I'll be frank. Now, now that I have, vegetables and fruits, I feel so much better. I lost so much weight, but I feel so much better. I don't get sick. I don't have vitamins.
Wow.
I don't have fever. I don't have. Sabi ko nga, 'di ba, sa mall ngayon kinukuha yung temperature. Sabi ko, naku, bago ako nagka-cancer, hindi ako papapasukin sa mall kasi parati akong may lagnat. Ngayon, wala akong lagnat.
Wow.
I'm quite strong. Old but strong.
Okay.
I truly am living the best years of my life.
Wow. Wow. Well, I don't know really what to say, but I wish, yeah, because like I had an aunt who died in 2000 because of cancer, and yeah, I have a friend.
Nagpaki
I actually
nagpaki-mo.
I was just 5 years
Hindi mo
old
alam.
back then, eh. So I don't really remember.
Okay.
Actually, I haven't asked. What I just remember was I woke up one morning, and then my family, they were crying. My aunt was in another room, and she was dead. So that was what I remember. But the process of it, like actually, I still remember her. Like, yeah, I still remember. I was a kid. I was playing with a stick, and because she was having a hard time going from one point to another in our sala, so I was in the middle, and then she asked if she could borrow the stick I was holding, and then she used that to walk. So, but how about you? You said you can still walk, right? Hello, you can still walk.
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay,
Sorry.
okay. Yeah,
Our connection is a little wonky.
yeah, yeah. So that was what I remember. And then actually, I also have a friend, uh, whose uh, whose uh, whose mom, died because of cancer, and he hearing that this is actually an option alternative. And actually, right now, I have an aunt, but she's not, she doesn't have any cancer, but I think she had an operation or surgery this year or last year. Something was removed from her, but we've been thinking, how can she stay with us for a longer period of time. And yeah, maybe I think hearing that adjusting the diet can help is quite encouraging. It's hard to recommend this for everybody, but at least the option is there. And okay, so by the way, uh, I'm not sure if you've have you when I invited you over for this interview, I said you can prepare some art and you can show that to us through share screen. Do you think did you save like any artwork that you can share to us?
I don't have
Okay,
anything.
okay, okay, okay. It's okay, it's okay. All right. Uh,
You want to see? Let me see. Do I have anything?
or anything saved in your computer?
Let me see. I'll show you something. Huh?
Okay, sure.
This is something again, this is something the first time it's gonna show.
Okay.
I'm preparing a DIY kit, do it yourself. I call it a quarantine character kit. So people can cut, and then it's like a little diorama in a box. So I have 13 characters that they can cut. A character that is work at home, plantito and plantita, Zumba, artist. So it's going to be a DIY kit. That's just one of the many things I'm working on.
Okay.
Plenty. Actually, the truth is, I just gave all of the samples to our employee group. I made a Belen, mga gift cards, so many things.
Okay. So what made you decide to
I
do
really
this?
enjoy my work,
Yeah.
frankly.
Yeah. So what made you decide to do this like quarantine kit of of all things? Why what made you like inspired to
Hmm.
do this?
Because I know so many kids at home doing nothing, just watching TV. And when you're not doing anything, syempre there's a mental, that's not good mentally, that's not good physically. Uh, so I thought, let's make, things to make for them to be busy. Uh, and then that's also the reason, I'm not sure if I have a Saturday morning class.
I
That's
know.
also for the kids to do something every morning, to have a bit of a routine. A routine is very important in times like these na there's nothing. You don't have to go to school, then there's no routine. You can wake up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's very bad. So I decided to make a Saturday morning class for the kids.
Okay.
So I've been doing that for
Okay. Okay. That class is that the one in Manila North Cemetery, or no? It's different.
No, it's an online class. I've
Okay.
been doing I call it an art party every 10 a.m. Saturday morning through my Facebook Live.
Okay.
So I started that the very first day of the lockdown. So I've been doing it for 8 months now. And so I know the kids already by name, and the kids know me. Uh, and we've done so much. And the kids have learned so much. They're fantastic. They've really bloomed. It's amazing to see how great the kids are.
Wow.
It's my joy.
Okay. Is it something that people should enroll to, or they can just view it from your okay, so they can view it
They
Facebook.
can
Okay.
just view it. There's no enrollment. It's not on Zoom. It's just FB Live. So they just go to my Facebook, Kuya Robert Facebook account, and then it's there. It's live. So I get around 200 kids every Saturday morning,
Wow.
and we're on a first name basis
Oh,
because
really?
it's a party. It's an art party. Also, see, let me see. This is what we did last Saturday.
Okay. All right. Cool. A deer. And I don't know what kind of deer is that.
Yeah, we did that. It's an endemic. So I teach about endemic animals, and because now I have this we made a poster about eating healthily. So we have so much art that we've done. Believe it or not, we actually made a
Wow.
Philippine map,
Yeah,
and the kids did it so well. Grabe yung mga bata. Ang gagaling. We drew a butter. So ang nangyayari, sabay sila nagdo-drawing kasama ko. Yung
wow.
nagdo-drawing ako, tapos sila naman. Tapos sasabihin nila, "Teacher, you're too fast. Teacher, you're too slow."
Okay. And you posted in your
So
Facebook.
it's an art party.
Yeah. So, and you posted in your Facebook like a letter that one of the students wrote. Is that from that class? Like a handwritten letter, like thank you,
Uh,
teacher Robert.
yes, I have so many letters and pictures. Gosh, it makes me cry because they love me and I love them. It's really love.
Yeah.
It's really love.
Okay. And it's amazing that I honestly thought you were just like doing some stick figures and then you go from there, but I think
Oh no.
so they're really quite advanced, huh?
They're very advanced. Kasi I can see na kayang-kaya na nila eh. Kikita ko parang, oh my gosh. Kasi lalo na yung parang sabay namin ginagawa. So, and then yung mga bata, wala silang, hindi kagaya ng mga masyadong mahirap yan o hindi ko kaya yan. Yung mga bata, wala. Parang gagayahin lang nila yung ginagawa ko eh. Tapos ang tinuturo ko pa sa kanila, there's no such thing as a bad drawing. Sinasabi ko yun. So, paulit-ulit nilang sinasabi, yung, kasi nagko-comment sila eh. Nagko-comment sila sa akin. So, nakikita, kapag may comment na, ang pangit ng drawing ko, may mag-comment. There's no such thing as a bad drawing. So, I'm so proud that they're so confident, expressive. They're brilliant. Honestly, they're very brilliant.
Yeah, I think if if I'm still a little kid during this time and I'm watching your show, maybe I could have developed my drawing skills better. I used to watch these art shows in the television, but they usually do the fast forward like like you
Yeah.
can see how they're drawing it, but because of that
Yeah.
time limit, it's fast forward. So I really don't know how to
Yeah.
sabayan yung pagdodrawing nila. So and for
Oo.
okay.
Yes.
Sure. You want to say something?
I actually just I actually just stumbled upon this na parang yun nga kapag parang pinakita mo lang paano mag-drawing, syempre yung mga bata yung parang ay ang galing niya mag-drawing. Pero dahil uh, yung parang isang linya tapos sila rin isang linya. Talagang sabay kami. So hindi talaga sila na-intimidate. In
Yeah.
fact, a lot of times sasabihin nila, Teacher Robert, can I make my own? Or parang mas maganda. Kasi totoo, mas maganda sa akin.
Wow, that's very. I think after this live, I'm gonna check all the videos. So by the way, we can play back the videos, right?
Yeah,
Maybe I'll try to
yeah,
check.
mm,
Yeah.
linagay ko na rin sa YouTube para watch again. I made a YouTube channel and then I made a Teacher Robert Facebook page so that other people coming from Singapore, Canada, tuning in on Saturday morning. And yeah, it's there online, so you can just watch it anytime. And then it's free.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'm gonna check. I might develop. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
honestly I've been looking for some stuff to do. Because yeah, just for also me to do something while to distract myself from anxiety. So I think art is I know art is a
Yes.
good way to fight these these mental concerns. It's just that I'm honestly being sad when I see my own drawing. So so when maybe when I try to copy from someone like you show step by step, maybe I could develop the skill. Now okay, now Sir Robert, I've all these years it's been consistent. I've always heard that you like people. Have it has it always been this way that you like other people? Like you see you like you always smile, it seems like it's always good to be around you. So has it always been like this?
What the question is, um, has it always been that you like people? And then my answer is, where did you get that idea that I like people?
Oh, okay, okay. Well, it just well, the first time I met you, I didn't feel intimidated, and even now, I don't. I saw you again in HistoryCon. I think you were busy. I interrupted you. You were trying to record someone, like you were doing a video, and then I, and
Mhm.
I just realized it later that maybe I should have waited before, before. So, so, yeah, I think I was with my friends. I think we were on our way home, and that's why you were following someone, eh. So
Really?
so yeah, yeah, like
I,
I'm not
I
sure if
can't even
I'm
remember.
not sure if I'm not sure if he's a cyclist, but the guy was just moving around and you were following him. So how was it? Yeah, and uh, so yeah, my friends and I were on our way home, and I said, that's Robert Alejandro. I said that's one of the co-owners of PAPEMELROTI. There was another artist there, like an old artist. He was I forgot his name, but there were two of you there, and then I said, let's have a picture with Sir Robert before we go home, and so even if you think you don't like people, but that's how we feel, and that's how even with all these kids, you're doing these art classes, you just appreciate them. The reason why I asked this because there are some of us who maybe there are valid reasons why we get hurt by people, by society, and some of us like try to distance ourselves away, from people. We uh and but I think right now during the pandemic we just really need to like somebody posted, and I think this is like a common sentiment that after this pandemic we should be more compassionate, we should be like love more people. So how about uh how do you like appreciate just just how is it easy for you to just appreciate people, and you've said growing up you were gay, people were telling you this stuff, uh like your bad stuff, how like to still you know uh love me, maybe you've forgiven them, you still embrace them, you still interact. How do you all do all of this?
Well, first of all, I don't want to be rude.
Okay.
And like, if uh if like someone needs help, of course, if I can help, I help. Uh, I do it honestly.
Oh, really?
Um, yeah.
Okay. And I think that's something
I'm
that
I'm not I'm not an extrovert. Uh, I'm I have good friends, but I'm a bit scared of strangers and people. But if someone needs help, and if I can help, of course, I would. It would be good for me to help. Um, does that answer your question?
Yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
have to really think about it.
Okay, okay. Yeah, because think about it, but some of us, I've heard, I taught for 4 years, and there are people who ask me, these questions also. Like they want to, but they don't really know how. And when sometimes they make attempts, it's being interpreted a different way. That's why others, just stop attempting. And but as for you, you still continue to do your art, you still continue to help, and which is very good. Uh, yeah. So
Thank
maybe
you.
it's good that it comes naturally. By the way, you made a post that was shared by my friends and and other people I know. I don't memorize it verbatim, but you said something like you uh like you're trying to affirm the dignity of every person, that you are the reason why another person smiles, make them
Ah, yes,
yeah.
yes, yes.
So what were you thinking when you posted that? Like, were there like memories
First of
or?
all,
Yeah, okay, sure.
first of all, I didn't write that. It was just something I got off the net.
Okay.
A lot of the things I post comes from my life na before I loved myself, when I hated myself, um, when I was depressed. So a lot of the posts that I make uh, are from that. And then that particular post was saying na you have absolutely no idea how important you are to other people, how much you affect other people, your smile, your stories, you make other people feel good. You have no idea. And so you are important. You have an important place in this world. You are enough. You don't have to be anybody else more than you are. So those are the things I wanted to post. I guess those are the things I wanted myself. I wanted me to tell myself before. So I post it because I'm sure a lot of that particular post that I don't know how many shares, like 4,000 shares or something. Obviously, it resonates with a lot of people na there's so many people who want to tell other people, you matter to me. You have no idea. Akala mo, maliit na bagay lang siguro yung ginawa mo, pero hindi. Napaka-importante mo sa buhay ko. Something like that. Yun yung post na tinutukoy mo, no?
Yeah, that was the one.
Mhm.
And yeah, I think a lot of people
Yeah.
could relate to that. Actually, I wanted, there was this student who posted that, and then I really wanted to tell her that, I met, I met Sir Robert. So I was really happy, and during that day, that really helped because I'm not sure about, and I'm not sure if it's the same with other people, but during the quarantine, because like we're limited in terms of traveling, we don't see our friends that much. Uh, so we depend, most of the interactions we have are through social media. So nobody would say hi to us, like, or call our name from a distance like that. And somehow, honestly, the effect of the quarantine to me is that I really don't know how, actually, I'm surprised that I'm thinking like this. That I really don't know if I'm doing any value, and that because we're not affirmed that much by our friends. So that's why, when I saw that, it made me remember some memories, and I think that's a good affirmation for all of us, and that's why I really hope this pandemic would be really over soon. Okay. Now, uh,
So,
sure.
what I want to tell you, Obed, like ngayon, nag-interview ka, tapos sabi mo nga, you have no idea, kasi nga, paano mo naman malalaman, ano? Um, pero, ipagpatuloy mo yung ginagawa mo, kasi alam mo namang inspirational naman yung ginagawa mo, ituloy mo lang. Ang sinasabi ko naman, like for example, the reason the reason why nag-yes ako sa mga interview tungkol sa cancer ko, ganyan. Sabi ko, kung may isang tao lang, like I know a young man who took his life because
Oh,
he was gay. And so sabi ko, ay magpapa-interview na talaga ako kasi, maybe a young gay person can hear my story of how I hated myself and I nearly killed myself. And maybe that will yung parang give them, yung mag-iisip sila ng, they'll think twice about it. And that will be enough, even if just one person. And maybe even wala, it's okay. As long as I feel as if at least may kahulugan yung buhay ko, maybe I can inspire someone. Ano yun? Kasi yung kaibigan ko na nagpakamatay, it was so very painful for all of us, especially the family. It was really painful. And what? Only because he was gay? In this day and age, some people say, meron pa ba yan hanggang ngayon? Actually, oo. Until now. So, yun.
Yeah, and
So,
it's really
pagpatuloy mo
sad.
yan, Obed, yung mga inspirational mo, you never know nga na you're touching people's lives. You have
Actually,
no
the
idea. You
yeah,
should always, yeah.
yeah, but I think during this season, I think I'll spend more time with this inspirational stuff because actually I stopped, before I did, I like to blog about inspirational stories, but when I started teaching politics, it really became messy. So and there are some, yeah, cold hard truths there. There something, it's not really inspiring. You just be frustrated. So that's why I think I had a lot of those. I have a friend. Actually, it's a group of people. Minsan sabi namin mga tambay, because we usually go there, attend hearings, meet these politicians, and it during the first few like months or attempts, we were so happy, but later it's kind of tiring. Actually, Congress is just a few minutes away from our house, so that's why I could go there. But I didn't know that it was affecting my mental health until last year. I was told I need to prevent heart attack and Bell's palsy. So that was the so the when I heard that, I said, okay, finally I'm convinced to take a rest. So finally, all these years people were telling me to take a rest, don't do this, don't anymore attend that, don't anymore commit to that. But I didn't listen. Maybe I was really excited. I like politics, the boring and the frustrating parts of it. I like them all. But I like it, but my body seems to be like already exhausted. So, and there's I needed to face my limits, and that started it. Actually, that started. I found about it like December or November last year, and then I found this pandemic has been painful to me because I realized that there are friends who found me like they know, they say I'm amazing, but they find it hard to be very close to me. They find me already intimidating, and yeah, and that's when I really felt that like I have to rearrange my priorities and really spend more time with people, and maybe have like discussions like this, discussions that can really save lives. Politics, those who are elected in government, they can do that. I don't I could not say that they could take care of it, because I'm not sure if they're really taking care of what it, of their work or the country. But they can do that. And what's I think this pandemic, what I've been telling some people was, what's important is we survive. What's important is we're together.
Yes.
And after this pandemic, you make sure you're going to survive, make sure you're healthy, make sure you're strong. And then we can actually hit back or have our revenge for the elections. Like, we're democratic, so through elections, okay, so we can uh so if other people have issues with protest rallies, so if you have issues with protest rallies, maybe we can have our way, have our say during the election. So that and what's important is we get there, so we will register, and then we are able to vote when the time comes. And that's why I think I haven't really reduced my I mean, I have reduced I some of the political activities and these live interviews. There are some political tones in some of these interviews, but I just decided I'll try to like insert inspirational stuff, and I'm really glad that you agreed to share your story, share your thoughts, and yeah, and I'm glad to hear that you're better off today compared during the year when you were diagnosed. Uh, uh, I'm not sure if you've said this before, but do you still like when you like pag dumudumi po kayo, do you still is there still blood, or is it gone?
Hmm. Halos wala na. Oo.
Okay.
Pero hindi normal pa rin. Pero hindi normal, pero wala akong sakit. There's no pain. And
Okay.
for that alone, I have no pain. I'm alive. I can eat. I can pee. I can breathe. I can sleep. I have the best already. That's what makes me happy. I
Yeah,
don't need
you can
anything
also work.
else.
Yeah, you can
I
also
can
work. Yeah.
work. Yes, amen. So ang laking bagay na nun, di ba?
Yeah.
Kasi sometimes, I'll tell you the truth. Because before this pandemic, nag-travel ako. Pumunta akong South America.
Mm-mm.
Tapos sabi ko, gosh, instead of being in a hospital, tapos nauubos yung pera ko sa hospital, I'm here in Lima, Peru, in Bolivia. So I'm really, if I die tomorrow,
But I hope you won't.
no regrets whatsoever.
Yeah.
Ako, walang problema. I'm ready.
Well, yeah, maybe you're ready, but there's still. I think I'm still praying for some miracle, or you can you can still reach a lot of people. By the way,
The miracle is now.
oh yeah, it's
Yes, sorry.
somehow. Uh, by the way, do you listen to music?
I listen to music all the
Okay,
time.
so what
I
kinds?
have a Spotify.
Okay, so what kinds of music do you listen to?
Plenty, all so many genres. Um, One of my favorites, of course, is Cold.
Okay.
And then I have an 80s soundtrack. I have classics. I have French. I have all sorts. Depends on my mood. But
Okay.
yeah, I work out with Coldplay.
Okay. How about movies? Do you still have time to watch like movies, TV shows?
Yeah, a lot.
Okay. Okay.
And then
Cool.
when I work, I like also, habang nagtatrabaho ko, parang kailangan ko rin ng movie na playing na naririnig ko, na something I've watched before. So, I don't know,
Okay.
yung parang dapat may naririnig ako, meron akong ginagawa.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm doing everything.
Yeah. I mean, okay. That's um um. Actually, I forgot what I was about to ask, but yeah. But
So,
yeah. So
well,
sure.
what I want to tell you
Sure.
something,
Sure.
Obed. So, what I want to tell you is, and I tell this to everybody, especially now, I believe that the priority of everyone should be themselves. Really take good care of themselves right now. Nutrition, exercise, sleep, and then kapag masyadong maraming social media, cut it down, and then, really pamper yourself. The reason why I'm saying that is because you cannot give or take care of others if you don't take care of yourself. If you keep giving and then parang ubus na yung parang energy para sa sarili mo, it doesn't work. You'll just feel resentment and all this mental anguish. So you really have to prioritize yourself, especially in a time like this wherein everything is so crazy. So like me, I like taking a bath with music, with mabango na shampoo, ganyan. Yan, parang binibigay ko yung hilig ko. That's my way of loving myself. So I find that really important nowadays so that you can be productive, so that you can help others, you can be of service to others. You take care of yourself first. Especially you, Obed, na you have like may
Anxiety.
anxiety
Yeah.
issues ka. So you really need to, go to sleep. You have a schedule to go to sleep. Take good care of yourself.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, actually, I remember the question, but I think you've already answered it. That's why I forgot it. I was about to ask, it's part of the list that I wanted to ask how you were doing the pandemic, but because of the things you've said, like you're busy, you're watching movies, you're playing these songs, you're doing art. So that's a good way to not succumb to the like depression, sadness. Uh,
But I'll tell you, some days I really feel it. I
okay,
feel it. Parang you can't. Sometimes I will tell me I don't understand why am I feeling this way. But I tell myself that's natural because it's so unnatural how we live now. So syempre, uh, yun, I get sad for no reason. You get cabin fever. Honestly, I miss my friends so much. Um, so again, you have to allow yourself to feel these negative feelings. It's natural and it's all right. It's no problem. Even though I'd say that I do all of these things, take good care of myself, I still get depressed and sad, and that's all right. That's no problem.
okay. Yeah, I think that's a good way to end the live the live stream. So ayun, so Sir Robert, thank you so much for your thoughts. Thank you for sharing us your smiles, your art, and by the way, I'm gonna end this live, but please stay. We'll have a like Zoom picture screenshot.
Okay.
So yeah. So and I just want to thank you for giving your time. And I think for people like me who like na minsan naghahanap ko ano yung mga like art to check, they can check your page, your PAPEMELROTI, your and even your own like your own account, and even the website. I think I browse, like I check a few posts in the website, and I think it's updated. So yeah, maybe they could find inspiration there, and I'm glad to hear that people are still like buying from your store. For me, it's really important
Amen.
because yeah, for some people, art is already a luxury, and during the pandemic, you said it's not essential. But to hear that people, Filipinos are still, appreciating our own art, even during the pandemic, that's good to hear. That there are still some of us who are really buying local and supporting local businesses. So, anything else you want to share before we end?
No, I want to thank you also for this
Okay.
opportunity for me to share. Take good care, everyone. God bless you. Take good care of yourself.
All right. Thank you for watching, and please stay a bit for the screenshot later. All right. So, thank you po for watching.